Before I start, I just want to take a moment, even though he has not arrived yet, for all of us to join in paying a tribute to the Vice President, Joe Biden.
He's still in security.
He's still in security. For the exemplary job that he's done on behalf of all the Americans over this past 8 years. I want to thank the Vice President for his lifetime of service to our country. I also want to extend my sincere gratitude to the World Jewish Congress and to my good friends Ronald, although he's stolen most of my lines already, and Joe Carroll Lauder for honoring my father, Kirk Douglas, with this award. I know Dad very much he would want to be here this evening. He's so proud and so humbled to be recognized in this way. And he's especially touched because of the personal bond that he shared with Teddy Kollek. And in that context, I want to acknowledge the presence of Amos and Teddy's granddaughter, Abigail, who we are here tonight, but Ronald has already done that.
I read your speech.
Thank you. And as some of you may know, Dad's connection to Israel goes all the way back to his childhood. His synagogue in Amsterdam, New York, was called the Sons of Israel. They actually tried to send him to rabbinical school, but his dad would later write, "Holy Moses, scared the hell out of me. I mean, I wanted to be an actor." And that, of course, was where the relationship between my father and Israel truly blossomed, was through the movies. Dad was instrumental in the creation of that first feature film made in the state of Israel that Ronald referred to, called The Juggler. And he vividly recalled seeing the deprivations of life at that time, and he was so pleased that the picture could hire local crew and extras. And more than that, in his words, he found being in Israel wonderful, finally being in the majority. And in 1966, Dad returned to Israel with a Hollywood posse that included Yul Brynner, Frank Sinatra, and John Wayne to film Cast a Giant Shadow. And Dad likes to say Israel would never be the same again. And I was lucky enough to spend that summer of that year working on Cast a Giant Shadow. And it was my introduction to Israel and the history of Israel, working on a film about Mickey Marcus, a man so pivotal to the founding of the country, was inspirational. And every one of Dad's cinematic experiences in Israel carried a deeply personal meaning to him. They were about Jewish men who discovered what it meant to be really Jewish. But my father's connection to Israel goes beyond the cultural. He wanted to see a country that was safe and peaceful and harmonious, and his belief in Israel as a successful democracy in the Middle East has never wavered. And that's one of the major reasons why he's built relationships across the spectrum of Israeli leaders, from Rabin to Sharon. And his friendship with Teddy Kollek, the 5-time mayor of Jerusalem, is special. Teddy often referred to as the greatest builder of Jerusalem since Herod the Great. And he believed the city as a beautiful mosaic. He once said, Jerusalem's people of differing faiths, cultures, and aspirations must find peaceful ways to live together. And this is a vision my dad shares. This was his dream for both the soccer field and the playground that he established in Jerusalem, to be places where Arabs and Jews could play together, bring their children, and get to know each other. It's a vision he still believes in. So in honoring him tonight with this award, you honor his legacy, Teddy Kollek's legacy, and the legacy of their shared vision. As Ronald mentioned, in about 3 weeks, December 9th, Dad's going to celebrate his 100th birthday. And I know that he's going to consider this award a very early birthday present. So on behalf of my dad, Kirk Douglas, I thank you.